It's Monday, and I'm going to talk about how to absolutely annihilate your goals and your results in the final 60-something days of 2017. Let's do this.
The Drive.
Good morning, welcome to this Monday edition of The Drive. First day of the year, at least I can recall it. It's been frosty cold here in the UK in the morning. Oh, the winter is here, it really is. And so, we are in like the final really stretch of the year. If you think about it, I mean, I haven't counted exactly, but I would imagine there's around about 60 days, probably a few more, but about 60 days left of the year. And so I want to just quickly give a few tips on how to accomplish more in these final 60 days than you possibly have in the previous 60 days, 100 days, months, previously before now. So, this is the process that we actually went through last week. I decided to set what I called the obnoxiously ambitious target for the end of the year. Okay, so I set a huge target, a target above what we've achieved in that same period of time ever in the history of the company. And so I set this really high target, and when you set yourself an income target, especially one that's significant, then it forces you to think differently. Okay, because a lot of us are what a friend and mentor of my first mentor used to say to me is the concept of being a busy fool. It's like you can be busy, but in the wrong areas, and you can feel like you're busy, but really you're being a busy fool because you're not focused on the right things. And it comes back to the 80-20 principle, right? The 80-20 principle dictates that 80% of your results will come from 20% of your actions. And so this is what setting this huge target has done for me. It forces you to figure out what those 20% of activities are. Where are the large amount of your results coming from? And what is it that you're doing on those that produces the 80% of the results? Because if you can actually shift to spending 80% of your time on the 20% that produces the results, then you're naturally going to shift your focus onto income-producing activities, results-orientated activities, and therefore you're going to enable yourself to produce the results in a shorter period of time, therefore enabling you to get bigger results for the final 60 days of this year. So, here's what you kind of need to sit down and do. First of all, set yourself an obnoxiously ambitious target for the final 60 days of the year, okay? Set it. If you are, in the early stages of your business and you haven't made any money or you've made very little, then your ambitiously obnoxious target might be to make, I don't know, $1,000 or a few $1,000 or $5,000. If you've made a bit of money but you're not seeing consistency, it might be $10,000. Or, wherever you're at, set that ambitious target. For some of you, it might be thousands, some tens of thousands, some hundreds of thousands, some millions of dollars. So set that target. Say, right, final 60 days of the year, this is my target. Then you need to sit back and you say, right, what are the profit-producing activities that are going to get me that target, okay? And it might be, building your email list and emailing them more frequently or every day, making more offers to your marketplace, running more webinars, or, running more ads. There's going to be different things for different businesses, so I can't say to you specifically. Then you start working on them, and you shift. Instead of spending 80% of your time on the 80% that aren't producing the results, you shift to spending 80% of your time on the 20% of results producing activities. And now all that other garbage, all that other fluff stuff that sometimes does need doing, right? You spend 20% of your efforts on that and 80% on the profit or income or results producing activities. And that is how you're going to produce more results in the final 60 days of 2017. So with that said, let's get it done.